Hey, Mr. Clash here, coming at you with a celebration video celebrating our 50th war win in a row. 50 war wins in a row. We've obviously got more than 50 wars that we've won, except we have 50 in a row now. Our war win streak is 50, as you can see here, war win streak 50. And what that means for the war log is that the entire war log is now green. I'll have a quick look at that. There we go. So you see the last war that we had is 100% war for us, actually the last two wars, and as you have a look down the little list there, you'll see that there are gradual wipeouts as we go down. Now I have hidden the names of the last two people that we have fought, so that way you can't go and spy on them to find out what our bases are like. So I'm protecting our bases. I don't want our bases revealed, and so I'll just scroll down so you can see. Now this clans police, yeah, okay, that was a close one, 56 all, but we won it on percentage, and it was a justified win because they had a Town Hall 11 sitting somewhere near the bottom of the Town Hall 9s, and yeah, there was a little bit of a dodgy clan, that one. But anyway, as you go down to the bottom, you'll see that the bottom of our war log, okay, that's the bottom, 3 perfect wars at the bottom of our war log. So let's go and have a look at the last war we've done, the 50th war in a row that we won. Victory 60 versus 50. So we're going to have a little bit of a look at that war and have a look at the different sorts of attacks we use. Now we're not a clan that just does a whole bunch of the same sorts of attacks. We do various attacks according to the base. Now before I get into this, I want to show you their top base here. We're going to have a look at it later, and you'll see that it is a Town Hall 9.5, Town Hall 10. He's only just added the extra cannon and archer on the left, and he does have a cannon in the middle upgrading and has upgraded near the queen, and then the bottom archer has also been upgraded. And you know that being a Town Hall 9.5 like this, he's got max Teslas, and you can have a look at his heroes, 30 heroes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the top base. All right, the top base in this war. Now I want to scroll down, and I'm going to show you 3 bases here. Okay, yes. Number 12. Okay, now this is their bottom Town Hall 9, by the way. And I just want you to have a look at it. So he's basically a Town Hall 8 that has gone to Town Hall 9, added the clan castle, it's got a bit of a queen, and has the Town Hall 9 army camps, which is a great way to do it. When you hit Town Hall 9, you get your offense up a little bit first. Now I'll have a look at what his offense is. And, well, it's a load of garbage really, isn't it? It's not even strong for a Town Hall 8. It doesn't even have maxed Valkyries or Golems for a Town Hall 8. But he does have balloons, and he has brought out some Lava Hounds. And I'm going to address that in a second. Now, remember, this is the bottom Town Hall 9 of theirs. Okay, now we have a look at the next one beneath him. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. It's a Town Hall 11 sitting underneath that bottom Town Hall 9. Okay, he's got 35 space, clan castle, dodgy weapons, dodgy walls. I'm joking at this because like it's such a manipulation of the war system to try and get a match that you overwhelm. I'm just laughing at it because you know this guy's going to have max Teslas, right? So there's no Town Hall 8 is going to take this out. It's going to have to be a Town Hall 9. A Town Hall 9 will take it out. However, what can he do in return? Now, I know that there are proponents who say it's an even matchup and it's all about the offensive capabilities. And that's great. So he's got a level 10 king and a level 10 queen. And I looked at his thing, at what he had, and I said, you know what, this guy's going to do air attacks. And I looked at a few of the other Town Hall 9s they had, and I said, yep, they're all going to do air attacks. Everybody set your expos to air because these guys are going to come in with a bunch of air attacks. Now, obviously this guy, level 6 balloons and level 3 lava hounds. So you know this guy is coming in with air. You just know it. You just don't know where he's going to hit. Obviously being the Town Hall 11, he's got the extra spells and troop capacity. Okay, so that's the number 13, right? So that's underneath their bottom Town Hall 9. So now we go to the next one down is the Town Hall 8. Okay, it's maxed weapons Town Hall 8. but not max walls. And underneath him is the next surprise. I'm laughing because I know what's coming up, right? It's a Town Hall 10. These walls are a complete nutter joke, but level 35 Space Clan Castle, right? Now, remember, he's underneath the top Town Hall 8. Now, Town Hall 8 is probably not going to be able to take this base out because this guy will have the extra weapons, and there's just too much stuff for a Town Hall 8 to deal with. There's the extra elixir pump, extra gold mine, extra archers and cannons that have to be done. It doesn't matter that they're weak. They're just something extra that has to be considered. And there's a queen, and you know this guy's going to have max Teslas as well. And take a note, this will be the duplicate base of their base number 4. Now this is, let's have a look at his troops. Okay, max balloons and max hounds for a Town Hall 9. So you know this guy is going to be doing an air attack. And he did do an air attack. He air attacked my base, which I switched to my anti-air base, which has never been beaten by air, and he attacked it. And he didn't get it. So, a bit pleased. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the war recap. Now, what I'm going to show you is the range of attacks that we do in our wars. I'm going to save the top base for last. So we're going to start with this number 4 base, which is their top Town Hall 9. And as I go down, I will be speeding it up because I'll be showing you a lot of attacks, and I don't want this to go on for like an hour. Okay, so we'll start off with number 4. And we've got Bryson coming in. Now he's coming in with a basic Laloon attack. Now you do remember this is the exact same layout as the Town Hall 10 / Town Hall 8, whatever the hell you call that thing down the bottom. So he's coming in with a baby dragon on the right hand side and some minions on the left. Now while all that's going on is he's got 4 healers, so there's probably going to be a Queen Walk component. Yeah, here we go. Here he comes in with the Queen Walk component now, and that's probably going to try and come into that base right where those 2 air defenses are. Seeing as he's bringing in an air attack, that makes a lot of sense. Try and break the wall there where those 2 air defenses are. So sending the hog in now, cleared a lot of that first outer-lying building, send the hog into Lord of the Clan Castle. Out comes a Valk and a dragon and a couple of archers, just to cause you some grief. Send in a wizard to help clean up the Valk. Double poison there. So you know there's no poison for the skelly traps. It's just going to have to be reliant on your own skill to and with the heals. To do the skelly traps if there's an air trap. So he's got the 7 Valks. Now his wall breakers aren't having a very good time of it there. So yeah, no good there on the wall breakers. Better send the Valks in over on the right hand side, which is what he did. So he's had to compensate for the lack of wall breaker success, and the king's gone wandering as well. So now he's going to have to consider what does he want to do with the king. Now it's not so bad, because the Valks will take out the queen and they've taken out the other air defenses. So got the extra jump, so they'll go into that next compartment when they get over there and start taking out those air defenses. Now, it's really important if you're going to be doing a jump sort of thing like this and the Valks are in the core that you have the spells for the Valkyries, because if you ignore the Valkyries and think, I'll save a spell for the balloons, the Valkyries won't get their job done in the core. They won't be able to take out the air defenses, and then the balloons will be left helpless. Now obviously the balloons on the right hand side, they didn't succeed doing those weapons over there. His queen is still alive, barely. He's just lost a bunch of troops in the middle to that mortar explosion. The Valkyrie's taking a little bit of tanking from that archer, and yeah, okay, I'll just speed this up a little bit now because we know what's going to happen. The balloons will all go down and then the heroes will come along gradually. He's still got a wizard up his sleeve, which he will dump once that archer tower locks onto the king. He should dump it. There we go. And now with the king surviving just a little bit longer, and Valkyrie, I think he's got a Valkyrie left. No, just the king and a couple of wizards. That's it. Game over. So that was a go var low with a queen walk. So that's the number 4 base that went down. Now we'll have a look at their number 5 next. Also by Bryson. Bryson had a 6-star war this war, which is great. So he's living in a 6-star condo in luxury. Now, so we've got some minions going down in various places. So your minion on the right-hand dark drill, on the bottom pump, on the left-hand drill, left-hand barracks, and up at the top as well. So you might as well get your minions down where they can, where they're not going to suffer too much damage, to start the cleanup process while the rest of your attack's going on, because with only 3 minutes, time matters. Now you've got walking bowlers on the right and you've got the queen walk with healers on the left. Now what he's doing here, you want to get the Valkyries to go into the middle. If you draw a line, you can see that wall where the queen was just standing there. If you drew a line from that wall all the way across, you really need to clear out those corners from that and between in the middle to drop the Valkyries if you want them to go into the core. Because if the Valkyries can stray, they will. So by doing that, now when he drops the Valkyries, the nearest thing will be the core. Once there's a hole in the wall, there we go, the wall breakers come in with the aid of the healed bowlers. Now there's nowhere left to go for the Valkyries. They have to go in, and they'll go into the core. So you can put a jump spell down. Now he's holding off on the Valkyries because of the clan castle. If you sent the Valkyries in too soon, the dragon would have locked onto the Valkyries possibly and been nuking them. But by locking onto the golem, he saves the Valkyries from being targeted by the enemy's clan castle, which is a dragon. Obviously Tesla's on the outside, but you've got the rage and the heal in the core. So the Valkyries rip out the core. The Valkyries are tanking for the wizards there for that left-hand side archer. And that's it. This base will be pretty well over. He's only got a handful of hogs and he's got one heal spell left. So there we go. There goes the heal spell down for the hogs. And then with the queen, with the healer, even if the hogs sort of fail the rest of this base, now the queen will walk around. She's not going to be taking too much damage from anything that can really take her out. And the healers have abandoned her to heal up the Valkyries that were nearby. And that's it. Game over for this base. Now I did let this run the whole time because there was a lot to try and get through. That if you're going to face an island base like this, the way that you create your funnel is imperative. If you get the funnel wrong, you really need to keep an eye on how you're going to funnel the Valks or whatever you're going to send in. Yep, okay, we're going to have a look at number 6. Yep, we'll have a look at number 6 as well. Okay, now we've got, it's a Go Valo with a double jump here. And again, just note the importance. There's a few things to take note of. Obviously, the clan castle was a pretty easy lure here on this case. It's got the poison for the clan castle. He's got a couple of golems. The wall breakers have gone down. Now, when he places the jump spell, the Valkyries have got nowhere else to go now, so they will go in that hole. And there, he's placed both jump spells. Now, you don't have to worry about that second jump spell holding it back and then deploying it later on, because the jump spell lasts like 45 seconds. So with the rage, and he's got the heal down early, so before the Valkyries have moved across, possibly getting bombs and anything like that, shooting at them, he's got the heal down. So they've raged and then moved into the heal, and then there's just that jump spell waiting for them already. It was already down, and that's how you can make sure with your double jump, so you don't start getting confused with all the things you have to do with such an attack like this, where you've got the Valkyries down, you want to get another jump down, you want to get balloons in quickly to try and get them to not shoot your Valkyries, and get your second jump down early, because it lasts for 45 seconds, and that's a really long time in a 3-minute war. 45 seconds is a really long time in a 3-minute war, especially after you've probably spent a good half a minute already with creating a funnel. So I've got this sped up a little bit so you can just see that it is a bit of a 3-star on this base. He doesn't have a tremendous number of troops left over, but you don't need a tremendous number of troops left over, a 3-star base. You just need enough. Okay, so we've got the Go Valo there. Now we come on to my dodgy attack. Okay, a few things went wrong in this. I'm just bringing a standard Go-Ho. Good old-fashioned Go-Ho. You don't see these too often. Now, my plan was to drop the golem on the inside of that corner where the wizard was, but the golem pathed to the outside. So I was hoping that the wall breakers wouldn't go underneath the wizard splash. I did have a backup plan for that, but they didn't, so that was good. Drop the next wall breakers down and get them in. Now, in a minute, you're going to see me rage the king. That was a complete accident, obviously. I did not mean to rage the king. I was trying to drop the queen, and then once I saw the king rage, I thought, oh shit. I've got clan castle coming. I've got to get a jump spell down. I've got to get poison spells down to deal with the clan castle because my queen's not there. And then I can go about dropping the queen properly. So that is why that happened in that order. It wasn't planned. I meant to drop the queen and accidentally activated my king. So then at that point, I want to come in from the hogs from that top side and path them down on that side there where I'm dumping most of the hogs there now. Now there is a double bomb between that bottom mortar and the left-hand side air defense, and I noticed that if with pathing it wouldn't trigger both bombs at the same time if I got it right. So I've got 2 heal spells up my sleeve, and they are both designed to cover that whole area where they're going to hog into right now. Now this set of hogs that wasn't 100% deployed, but what was happening was my heal spell was not deploying. I was tapping the heal spell at the time and nothing was happening, and I was like, oh shit, I'll have to send these hogs in to try and get it from this end. And it was after I sent those hogs in that suddenly I was able to deploy the heal spell again. Now, for some reason, I think this was since the update last September when they changed it, the way that the war system worked, where you couldn't back out once you started a war. It was after that time that my troop selector and started behaving funky, like where you want to select one troop from another and it doesn't take, or you want to drop a heal spell, or you want to drop a spell on the screen and I tap and tap and tap and nothing happens. And so it's not consistent, so there's no pattern that I can identify. But so there you go, that's my little old school go-ho, which you don't see very often but still effective. You don't need to bring Valkyries into every attack. You can just go old school. Now we want to see, are we going to have a look at number 9? Yeah, we're going to have a look at number 9. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just showing you the range of attacks that we're doing in our wars. Now Danny's bringing in a HB, healed giants with bowlers and hogs. So I think this is the first one of these that you've seen in the war so far. So what we do is we tend to have a look at the base, and instead of just saying we're going to do HB for everything, we'll have a look at the base and decide maybe this is better for this, maybe this is better for that. Maybe HB won't work on this base. Well, if that's the case, we'll go with something else. Well, if Valkyries don't look like they'll be a very good option because they'd take up hog space, which is my logic on the base that I hit was I figured that my troop space would have been diminished by using Valkyries to achieve something, but not being able to get the expos on the far side of the base and neutralize the bombs at the same time. So for me, the extra hogs I got from going for an all hog old school go-ho outweighed having less hogs but having some Valkyries. And of course, even with my mistakes, it still worked out pretty good in the end anyway. So as you can see, as this attack is progressing, he's got a rage spell left. The bowlers have done a really great work at demolishing those things still inside. Still got a bowler left, and now the bowlers are doing cleanup. The healers are surviving. So everyone that I see a lot of people complaining, oh, all my attacks are all screwed now because of the healer nerf. And you've seen a few attacks here where we're using healers, and in this case, the healer is in the middle of the base. The healer's still alive. So when all the people that you might hear attacking on, having a bit of a complaint, a bit of a sook, that their attacks are all screwed now because of the healer nerf, yeah, I kind of think they're full of shit, frankly. I don't know what they're talking about. So we'll have a look at, we'll have a look at number 10. It's a different style of attack again. Now in this one, it's virtually an old school Go Lalo, where he's bringing in 2 golems and 3 lava hounds, trying to take out 2 air defenses with your 3 golem initial push, and then your 3 lava hounds for the rest of the base. Now that's the ideal. If that doesn't work, of course, then you've got to make some modifications. And you can see, well, he's put a jump spell in there, so changing plans on which air defense to try and target now. If you'd gone on to the left-hand side where the Expo was instead of the Teslas, but that's okay. So he's taking out 1 air defense. Now, obviously, you can see this is not a max Town Hall 9 weapon base. It doesn't have max archer towers or anything like that. However, the air defenses are maxed. Now, that doesn't actually make it easier. When you're a Town Hall 9 attacking with air attack, like a La Lune attack on another Town Hall 9 that isn't maxed, it actually makes it harder because it's hard to judge when you need to send your spells in and how long you should leave balloons unraged or things like that, because if you do everything too fast because you can actually stand the chance of your lava hounds not popping. And the lava hounds is what you really need. I'll just speed this up a little bit. The lava hounds is what you really need to try and help clean up the base. When they pop, all their little pups is what helps you clean up the base fast. And if you do your balloons and everything too quick and the lava hounds don't pop, then you end up with a bunch of, you don't end up with cleanup troops, because the pups basically are your cleanup troops. So you can see here, a nice little 3-star air attack on this base. Now we're going to come on to 11, I think we're doing 11. 11. Yeah, we're doing 11. Okay, so what we've got with 11 is a Govaho. So I don't think we've had one of these yet. Again, you can see that the weapons are very dodgy. Look, when you see a Town Hall 9 and they have still the old-fashioned, you know, like really old wooden archer towers, and you just go like, what the hell is going on here? Obviously, this attack is less than 2 minutes. It doesn't go very long. So I'll just speed it up a little bit. But I just, again, I wanted to show you that we don't use the same attacks for every base. Every 3-star that you're seeing here at the moment, as I'm going down the list, is a little bit different. They're not all HG, HB, or whatever the latest trendy thing is. They're all, we look at the base and we think, yes, we think this is probably the best attack that's going to work on this base, and that's the one we use. Now, obviously, some people have favorite sorts of attacks that they prefer over other sorts of attacks, and that's cool. It's a natural thing to be better at one sort of attack than another, because you get used to those troops more. So the more you're used to certain style of troops, there we've got a little island builder hut just to screw people up. Yeah, the more that you get used to certain styles of troops, then the better you're going to be with those troops, and the better you are with them, the more likely you're going to use them anyway. So I'll have a look at, this was their bottom Town Hall 9. Yep. Okay, so Milky's having a go at their bottom Town Hall 9. He's got a exposed queen on the right. Now, what Milky's doing here, it's a really good attack, queen pop or quad laloon. It's a really good attack if you're a brand new Town Hall 9 and you need to attack low Town Hall 9s. You have heroes up yet, because in this attack your heroes don't really matter, because they're not used for anything other than dealing with the clan castle. Now, the reason he sent balloons in is because it's an air attack only with balloons. So he only wants to draw things out of the clan castle that can shoot balloons. Of course, if that's the most of the clan castle, then so be it. And in this case, that is the clan castle. The baby dragon and 5 wizards is it. So he's sacrificed his king as distraction and used his queen's ability to take out the clan castle. And that's the whole point of this attack. The king and the queen take out the clan castle troops, and the rest of your attack can come in. So here we've got the first 2 lava hounds on the first air defense. And again, what I was saying about, it's difficult to judge when you should rage balloons or when you shouldn't, when you're dealing with, when you've got Town Hall 9 level lava hounds and balloons, and you're dealing with Town Hall 8 level air defense. Because if you rage it all too soon, this is why he's not doing anything with the rage. If you start to rage it all too soon, then what happens is your hounds don't pop. So it's a balancing game between getting your hounds to pop and releasing the lava hounds. Now look, he doesn't have any, there we go. We've got the first little lava pups now coming, and he's got, I think, 2 hounds left that still haven't popped. So those lava hounds are really vital to cleaning up. So at this point, you will see something advantageous here happen in a moment. There are no more weapons. Now, 1 lava hound goes to the middle, and that's probably the sickest one, and it gets hit by a black bomb. Bang. So there's his extra cleanup troops. So now he's just got a minute to clean up. The lava pups will go around. Now, he was going to clean up this base anyway in that time. It's just that those extra lava pups just make it a little bit easier. So he's still got 2 lava hounds that didn't pop. He brought 4 of them, and actually that last one only popped when it hit that big black bomb in the middle of the base. Okay, so only a couple more now. Okay, now we will have a look at 13 just to see how it was done. Now, it's a little bit ironic because, of course, 13's only mode of attack is to attack with air, and here he is, Milky is attacking him back with air. And actually, I quite enjoyed this attack, probably more than any of them in the war, because it's like a slap in the face to this guy, and it's a double slap in the face in a moment. Now you can see he's dropped the haste spell to get the balloons in quick to try and get, because they would be taking some damage, so that he could get the lure. So you've got the nice little archer drawn over to the side to draw the clan castle out. He's got some minions, baby dragons, and a bunch of wizards. So it does make it a little bit more difficult because the guy has 35 troop space in his clan castle for defense. It just makes it that little bit more difficult. So you can see, again, sacrifice the king, get the queen involved in it, and now you're going to come to the Lava Hound / balloon portion of the raid. Now you'll notice that he's ignoring the enemy's queen. The enemy's queen is up the top of the base. And here we go. Here come the max Teslas. So as predicted, this guy with his low base has max Teslas. And what I really enjoyed about this as a slap in the face to this guy was not only did he have this max Tesla farm sitting there near the air defense, but that the attack came into both sweepers, which is a little bit of a no-no, really, when you're doing an air attack. But the attack came into both sweepers, breaking all the rules of air attack, into a max Tesla farm of this guy who's trying to game the system by being a Town Hall 11 way down at the bottom, sitting in with the 8s, and ignored the queen entirely. The queen is going to be the last thing to go. So that's what I really enjoyed about this. And this is part of what makes this attack so good, that when the queen targets the lava hounds, the lava pups then target her. And so she sort of brings about her own destruction. She explodes the hound, which releases the pups, which kill her. And so there we go. I'll just speed up this last thing. I said I was going to speed them up, but I haven't sped them all up at all, really. Yeah, so I'm sorry about this. It's probably a little bit longer than I had meant to be, but I hope you're learning some various things out of these, because we're using different attacks, and there's always something to learn, little nuances and little things to keep an eye out for. Now, again, this is a Town Hall 9, a new Town Hall 9. He's only got a level 5 queen attacking a Town Hall 8. Now, what you just saw was he zap-quaked 2 air defenses, and now he has not... he's got no other spells to use. He's used all these spells. But he's got the distraction of the dragons on that last air defense, and he's got some balloons coming in now. He's got 3 more dragons and 7 balloons up his sleeve. And he did bring a lava hound in the clan castle. Now, again, this is a Town Hall 9 strategy. Bring your normal raiding troops in, and for that last air defense, you bring a lava hound in. Now, he does need that lava hound to pop to help with cleanup. So there we go. We've got the lava pups that have popped, but they triggered some air skelly. So now there's a bit of a lava pup versus air skelly fight. The lava pups will win, so now the lava pups go to cleaning. Now keep an eye on this bottom archer where the queen roughly is at the moment. So he's got 4 balloons left. There we go. As soon as that archer started shooting onto that dragon, that's when he immediately dropped those balloons. So he's waiting for that archer to start shooting onto a very tanky unit, and then once it had, he could drop the balloons so that the balloons could go in and take out that archer tower unhindered. Yes, it was a Town Hall 9 hitting a Town Hall 8, but he's got Town Hall 8 dragons and he's got Town Hall 8 balloons. So that's why it was imperative for him. Now, this was the top Town Hall 8. So that's one of the tricks that you can use as a Town Hall 8 or even a new Town Hall 9 who needs to clean up a Town Hall 8s like this. Once the archer tower starts hitting the tanky troop, that is when you send in your balloons. That's just good practice to get into as a Town Hall 8. Okay, now, yes, one more down here. We're going to have a look at there's 2 more attacks I want to show you. And that is the Town Hall 8 attack on this Town Hall 8. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody in this war recap. And we've got a Govaho, a Town Hall 8 Govaho on this base. Now, with this base, depending on how you come into it as a Town Hall 8, those circular compartments are about the size of a spell. Just in case you're wondering, if you have hogs or something and one of those circular compartments looks like there's a bomb in it and you have spare spells that you can actually use, those compartments are the size of a spell. And when people bring those sorts of compartments in on their Town Hall 9 bases, if you're a Town Hall 9, those compartments are the size of a spell as well. Now you'll notice he's broken on both of those circular compartments, and then once they're broken, he sent wall breakers into that middle one where the mortar is, and now he's got a Valkyrie in, and there we go, he's going to get more wall breakers. Okay, so that's the last wall breakers in, and then the last Clan Castle Valkyries to come in as well. Now he's still got the 3 spells, and there we go on the first spell. Heal the Valkyries in at the core. The golems are tanking on the other side, and now the hogs can come in from that top end. And that's it. Nice little go Vaho from a Town Hall 8. It's on a Town Hall 8, but this is a sort of skills that are directly transferable to Town Hall 9. If you can do this at Town Hall 8, then you can very easily transfer these sorts of skills up to Town Hall 9 attacks. You've just seen a whole range of different sorts of attacks that we've used, and you can see that you've got some dragon attacks modified for a Town Hall 9, and you've seen this is a Go Vaho, a Town Hall 9 star Go Vaho, and a Town Hall 8 style, and we just had a Town Hall 9 style earlier in the war recap of the attacks that we've done. So we're not all doing the exact same attacks, and there we go. So now we're going to go up to the last one now, which is the last attack of the war, and this is the one that sealed it. They'd given up by then already because they couldn't 3-star all their bases. Because when you just dump 5 lava hounds at a base and 27 balloons, you're just crossing your fingers. You're not planning to do anything. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this last attack now. This is our Town Hall 9.75 coming in. Now putting the little minion on the left cannon, so that's not going to bother anyone. Baby dragon up on the top there to start creating the funnel. We've got the Queen King, got some Valkyries, a few hogs, bit of everything really this attack. So when you look at the troop combination, you immediately think, I wonder how they're going to use this to get a 3-star on this max base, and just you'll see as the attack goes on. So you've got the golems that come in now, the wall breakers. One of the first things to upgrade when you go to Town Hall 10 is the wall breakers are really important, because you need fewer wall breakers to bash through the walls than you do at Town Hall 9, and the less troop space you use up on wall breakers, the better. So you've come in with the Valkyries, have come in there, jump spell, you got the Clan Castle troops coming out. Now the Warden is keeping them alive a little bit longer, so that's the benefit of being a Town Hall 9.75. But of course, not like them, where they're doing bringing a Town Hall 11 that sits together where the Town Hall 8s are. The Town Hall 9.75 we have is basically a max Town Hall 9. So and as soon as you bring that extra Town Hall in, it just puts you up into the Town Hall 10 level. So it's not like by doing this you're actually attracting a weaker base. You actually still attract strong bases, and you still need to know how to attack. As I mentioned in my Town Hall 9.75 video, if you can't 3-star Town Hall 9 bases as a Town Hall 9, max Town Hall 9 bases, then you shouldn't do this. This is the wrong sort of strategy for you to do. So there we go. This base is just about wiped out now. All the spells are down. King's ability has just been activated, which releases more barbarians, and of course enables him to maybe bash through the wall to get to the outside. Funny how that when you do things under rage, like with the king raging, his barbarians behave differently to what he did. Now he still hasn't bashed through that wall, so he's a bit late to the party now. So everyone's going to get things done before he gets there. He might get a swing off at something. Almost got a swing at that. Yeah, he'll get a swing at that barracks, and that's it. And that is the last attack of the war, and this is the one that brought it into the perfect war. 60 war stars out of 60 war stars. Perfect war result for us. I'll have a look at the statistics, so you can see 32 attacks used, 30 attacks won, 2 attacks lost. We had 1 disconnect and 1 scouting attack from a Town Hall 8 who had no one else left to hit. What do? You might as well do a scouting attack. Just draw the CC and see if you can reveal any Teslas or anything like that. So there we go. Average duration, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. So everyone that's having a little bit of a suki lala about having 3 minutes on the timer anymore, our average attack duration is 2 minutes, 15. We can 3-star, have a perfect war obviously we're doing all these attacks in under 3 minutes to do that. So yeah. Anyway, that is our war recap of the 50th war win in a row, which was a perfect war result as well, fighting people that had done some dodgy stuff down here with their town halls and things like that to try and manipulate the system in a great way. Instead of just a little advantage, they try to do it greatly, and it hasn't worked for them because not everyone in their clan could attack. Like I said, they obviously gave up because at some point they realized it didn't matter what they did, they weren't going to be able to match our war stars, and they couldn't, so they just stopped attacking. So that's it. 50th war win in a row, polished off with a nice little perfect war. I hope you enjoyed all the various attacks that we use in war. I normally don't do these war recaps because they tend to drag on, or I make them drag on because I babble on too much. But I just wanted to show you that for the 50th one, bit of a special occasion, we do a whole range of different attacks styles. We don't just stick to one. And that in each of the attacks there was something that you could actually learn, which is I'm not sure, I hope I pointed it out to each of them, such as the funneling of the Valkyries and waiting for archer towers to tank onto things and sending early jumps and all that. All these little tiny nuances is what adds up to enable you to do this sort of thing. Anyway, that's it for today. I do hope you found this enjoyable. I'm not sure if you'd like to see more of these. If you do, just let me know in the comments or not. I don't tend to do these because I like to pick and choose the attacks. I'll show you one at a time, just because that's how I prefer to do it. I think you can learn more when you just watch one attack instead of being presented with 10 or 12 like I have now. But hey, just let me know what you'd prefer to see. I do thank you for watching. You've made it to the end. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.